The fun part of Chinese New Year is preparing for it. Well, if you are someone who likes to decorate unnecessarily, like tying a red ribbon onto a bamboo tree. Yay, so much fun. I'm the eldest daughter in my family, so traditionally it is my duty to hang Chinese New Year trinkets around my house every Chinese New Year. So now I bring that tradition to my own family and introduce it to my own children. I hope the children will remember the good old days of hanging Chinese New Year trinkets memories with me next time when they have their own children. Welcome to my vlog. Today I want to talk about remembering and creating traditions. According to Webster Dictionary, tradition is an inherited customary action, thoughts, or behavior such as religious practice or a social custom. Tradition provides us a sense of belonging. We all go back home all the time and we see our parents throughout the year. But why? Why the fact that we are not able to see our parents and family during Chinese New Year makes us sad and gloomy? Because Chinese New Year is a celebration of tradition. Tradition is also our cultural identity. The comforting tradition, the solace that our parents and family will always be waiting for us back home. How many of us have sore throat after Chinese New Year? Apart from the shouting of "Heng ah, ong ah, what ah" during Yi Sang or during gambling, the shouting for the picture, we also usually tend to eat too much fried food during Chinese New Year. The tradition is to have fried keropok, fried prawn roast popiah, fried nangkao to munch the whole day throughout Chinese New Year. So this year, I decided to make my own healthier version of fried crab stick with my trusted Philips air fryer. No fry, no oil. See, it is crunchier than oil fried.
How is this?
Good. Hello.
They are always near the electricity outlet.
Always playing Roblox.
I remembered that my first cake latte was made by a good friend of mine, Dr. Sarah and Dr. Eza, when we were back in Pushkinskaya medical student in Moscow, Russia. Since then, I was hooked. My BFF Dr. Faisal taught me this recipe, and so far, his questionable recipe has not failed me. So maybe this cake latte will be the tradition for our Chinese New Year. I am going to make this cake latte because there is no baking required, and it does look like stacks and stacks of gold ingots in your home. I totally made that up, but feel free to use this excuse to invite more wealth and cake latte into your house. Gathering around the food and with all the family members during reunion dinner has become a tradition in Chinese New Year. It is considered one of the most important dinner of the year. We dress for it and nobody is late for reunion dinner. Well, at least not on purpose. For many cultures, food is an integral part of celebration. Food is closely tied to the tradition and to the people that we love. Like how my husband misses his grandmother's mian xian and chicken soup. Tradition reinforces family values and strengthens family bonds over food because they are passed down from one generation to another, just like the family secret famous Sarawak laksa broth recipe. It is important to remember our tradition. Tradition changes, and that is okay. After reunion dinner, I like to pack my angpaos, organize them neatly, and I get the kids involved with the Chinese New Year goodies arrangement.
You choose which one you want to put inside here.
I want to put this one.
Can? Open. Okay, take one enough.
You can create new tradition too, especially in this pandemic, like sending
Are you
e-angpaos.
happy?
Yeah. Cảm ơn cảm bà. Con xin phó cho cái.
Cay cay à? How to go cay cay? Oh, pop pop.
Well, as for me, I like to take photos. A lot of them, like seriously a lot of photos. So it has become my family's tradition too to take a yearly family photos and document our hashtag OTD, just like every other millions of families on Instagram. It is a good way to build memories and capture moments. There are definitely a lot of new traditions this year because of the coronavirus pandemic, but we can use the technology to our advantage and help us virtually visit our parents who are back in kampungs and our families in Brunei and Singapore. Tradition keeps us connected with the elderly as we learn the virtue of respecting the elderly in the family and cherish them. Tradition doesn't have to be mind-blowing or life-changing decision. You can start small with the day-to-day ritual that you do with your family every week. It is also good to create our own ones because, well, a family grows and people change. Well, my husband says my new pajamas look like baju kurung. But it is so comfortable that I think it would be my happy new tradition. Sometimes things happen as a blessing in disguise. No expensive flight tickets and no need to give out a lot of ang pao may actually be a relief to many of us who are having financial constraints now. No traffic jam is always good for our blood pressure. Ample of family time that otherwise most of us do not have to spend playing or get to know our children.
Coming for you, coming.
Or even realizing how big are their toes now. It can be a good rest time for the busy, hardworking fathers of the family, or a good me time for the overwhelmed mothers. This is a good opportunity for a quiet family bonding time. We are still not short of laughter and mischief in the house even with the new norm of no gathering. It is important to keep the tradition alive to tell our story to our future generation. And this ensure that your family legacy is always protected. This is our shared part of family history. I may not be around next time, but hopefully my great-great-grandchildren will continue my tradition of hanging Chinese New Year decoration every Chinese New Year. Happy Chinese New Year! I wish all of you an abundance of health and happiness in this metal ox year. Thank you so much for watching.